Yo, what's good, guys? KosherTech here. So today we got some more Chinese RGB fans to review. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so check it. These are from, man, I'm gonna butcher this name, Zezzio or something like that. They either sound Italian or Spanish, man. I can't, listen. Let me know the pronunciation in the comments. All you pronunciation police out there, you know what to do, yo. But anyways, let's go. Anyways, you cop a 3-pack for $40. You cop them on sale for like $5 less. You know, Amazon has the coupons. But anyways, I basically spent $80 for 6 fans. Now, they only come in black, not white. Not feeling that. Wanted them both colors because they came in white. I would have definitely copped them in white. But anyways, what do we get here? These are the RGB control. These fans, as am I going to go into the box, these fans remind me of the PC coolers. I should have taken them out as well to show you guys. They look very similar, at least the boxes. But anyways, you got 3 PWM fans, RGB, like I said, gigabyte RGB cable, so it's gigabyte ready, as well as Aura Sync and MSI Mystic Light. I believe all of those. We'll get into that. So we got 31 CFM. We got 1800 RPM plus or minus max. I believe they are max speed. They are PWM. Hydraulic bearing, 120 mil fans. What else did I miss? The box in the back, we have a bunch of different languages: Russian, Italian, English, whatever. Like I said, I have all the specs in the description below. But that's basically it. I mean, let's just check them out. Let's see how they rock. Let's see if they're worth it. Man, yo, they're like PCcooler. Yeah, man, they're like PCcooler, man. They're like a PCcooler knockoff. They're exactly like a. Oh wow. Okay, so they're like a very similar. Yeah, they're very similar to PCcooler. Let me check what we got here. All right, so we have this. Shit, man. Yeah. This Molex, bro. Like this man. This be bugging. So basically, they're like a knockoff of the PC coolers because they look exactly the same. You have the Molex. You have this controller over here, this RGB controller. You change the modes, the speeds, and the light of the fans. These fans are best utilized with the Aura Sync, MSI Mystic Light gigabyte software, because you're gonna have to, if you're gonna want to use it the way I'm gonna use it, the way I'm gonna be testing it, unless if it has a reset switch, then it should, because then it's gonna make my life a lot easier. Actually, let me just finish doing this. So this is your VDG connector for gigabyte motherboards, your fan screws, and then it gives you fan splitters here as well. So up to 3 fans, a 3-way fan splitter. Next, what do we have? Yeah, you can't even use this via, I don't even think that it gives you a reset op. Let me just take this out. All right, so I just basically untangled everything. So, all right, so the setup process is basically going to be really, really easy. You're going to see this main connector, this main 4-pin fan connector. What you're going to do is you're going to connect it to a PWM header. So whichever 4-pin, which is PWM in your case, usually CPU fan header, you're going to connect this one. And then, I mean, this is only if you don't have a fan splitter. If you already have a fan splitter, you really don't need to use these fan splitters. But if you don't, you're going to connect this, and then you're going to connect those fans into these males over here. And then, you know, via the BIOS, you could connect you could control the fans for their speeds. This essentially is the control. You're going to connect this for Molex for power. So without power, this thing won't work. So without, you know, if you're going to use this, your RGB functionality won't work. Now, if you are using the, I want to say, if you are going to use, well, since you are going to be connecting the fans, what you're going to do is you're going to connect this, right, into here, and then you're going to connect the fans, which I'm going to show you in a second, into these. Now, speaking of the fans, let's get into the fans. So, yeah, you're not able to use them, and then you have this for the gigabyte. You're not able to use them with a reset switch from what I take here. That's just pretty whack. It's going to be hard for me to demonstrate it, but as always, I'm going to try my best. This is the instructional guide. We have it here, as well as Mandarin and Cantonese, whichever other Chinese language I might have missed. And this is in English. Very self-explanatory, very simple. Basically, he's telling you everything which Kosher is telling you. So now we're going to take the fan itself. The fan does feel actually pretty dope. We have an outside LED ring over here, as well as we have an LED ring. It's a small LED ring, as well as the fan lights up LED. These fans honestly should perform hella well because, like I said, they look exactly like the PCcooler, the Halos or the Ronas. The wire is long, it is braided. Braided wires are plus or minus very subjective, you know, they just get cluttered up, but it is what it is in that sense. I mean, you have the rubber paddings over here, the rubber grommets. So for installation, as I was saying, so these males are gonna plug into this female RGB header. So that's it. And then you're gonna run the splitter. Again, splitter is optional. If you already have a splitter, you don't have to use this splitter. And then you're gonna plug it into here, and you know, so on and so forth. You're gonna continue the cycle. Now, if you are using 6 fans like I am using in my case here, you would need a splitter that supports more fans. I'm going to be using this splitter, and I have an extra splitter, so I'd have to basically daisy chain them for them to work off one fan header. And then, like I said, you're going to continue this process, and then you're going to put this 4-pin into a PWM header on your Mobo. And I mean, that's basically it. And then you have screws, but for the fans, let's see it. You have their logo. Let's check them out. You have that logo, which is pretty dope. And we have altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fan blades. I'm bugging. They feel hella nice, man. I gotta say, they don't feel cheap. They feel really nice. But let's get into the testing as always. Let's go. All right, guys, so we got the ghetto paper towel test installed, of course, just to demonstrate the amount of air is being pushed through these fans into the case. Basically, this is the representation, the paper towels. Now, as you guys can see, it's doing a decent job. We're running at like around 1300 RPM. Now, let's take a listen. Of course, now hearing them from here, they actually sound really good. Now, let's turn them all the way up. Now, with them being turned up, now here we're getting 1721. So doing a pretty decent job. They're not as powerful as the PCcooler Halos or the Coronas. I believe they were a little more powerful. But they are quiet. They're doing a decent job, and they are, like I said, they are quiet. Now, they're not hitting 1800. I'm hitting 1713 max right now. All right, so we got the RGBs, of course, rocking right over here. So as I mentioned earlier, at least I hope I did in the unboxing, that these fans will be best utilized, if you're using the ARGB software. So if you're using your MSIs, your Asus, your Gigabyte Fusions, because you wouldn't be able to control them via remote control, you know what I mean? So you would have to go through the software. Now, remember, through those ARGB softwares, it's only for the lighting effects, as you guys see, not for the fan speed. The fan speed you could do from third-party fan controlling softwares or through your BIOS. All right, from when you go to fan controls, you could do it like that through your BIOS. But like I said, let's run through the colors, and we would have to do with that little remote, with the little controller as I showed you guys, because it doesn't have a hub that you could basically connect to, which has a remote control. So we have this effect. We have this. This is actually a pretty cool effect. We have this. We have this. And I gotta say, the fans themselves, the RGB is pretty dope. You have the outer ring and you have the fan itself light up, which is pretty fire. Like I said, they look very similar to the Halos, but I don't believe the Halos do have that ring. They just have, I think, just the fan. And then this is the rainbow effect. And then we have solid white. And then we have this effect. So I think it's like a little pulse effect. Or I believe it's just solid greenish, I want to say. And then you have this effect. And of course you could speed up the RGBs and you could slow them down. But again, like I said, you're not going to be standing here when you have a computer and and just like constantly removing the side panel and then you're changing the colors and whatnot. So like I said, make sure you're just using them with the software, because it's going to be a lot easier. And that's basically it. And then you have just this rainbow effect. I think that's it, right? I ran through all of them. Yeah, and that's basically it. So you have what was that, like 7 or 8 effects? Overall, not bad fans. Really not that bad fans. I'm actually pretty shocked they actually turned out really good. I am feeling the RGB. Now, the whack thing is you cannot there's no effect in the sense where I could control the brightness. And again, that effect would most likely be with the manufacturer software through ARGB software. So once again, if you're buying these fans, if you don't care for the colors, if you just want rainbow, then just get them, put them in. Don't even worry about the ARGB. But if you want more effects, if you want to utilize them with brightness adjustments and any other adjustments that you guys want to do, make sure you will be using these fans with a 3-pin ARGB header via the motherboard, guys. But again, not bad fans. They did pretty good with the ghetto paper towel test. If you're thinking between these or the PC coolers, I would say probably PC cooler Halos. They perform pretty beast, I gotta say. But these are not that bad. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. As always, I'm KosherTech. I'm gonna catch you cats next time. Deuces.